everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for those around the planet. My name is Victor Santoro, and we're here to stream our new upcoming board game, All Humans Are Dead. And my guest today, Jeremy Morgan. Hi, Jeremy. Jeremy
Hello.
is a crowdfunder with Pre-Launch Club. He's a head creator at Mystic Tone Productions, joining us from San Antonio, Texas. How are you today, Jeremy?
Doing pretty good. Excited to play All Humans Are Dead for sure.
That's great. That's great. So for everybody watching, All Humans Are Dead is a board game. So it's a physical, actually, board game with awesome miniatures and meeples and cards and lots of fun that is going to be available from Kickstarter in October 31st, 2024. But for today, we're going to play an alternative version of this game using Tabletop Simulator. And Jeremy was kind enough to join us to feel the gameplay, and also he's an expert board game player and enthusiast. So I would love to hear his thoughts and his feelings about all the gameplay. So without further ado, let me share the game screen, and we're going to get started. So Jeremy, this is the first time you play, yes?
Yeah. Yep. First time.
All right, cool. So as we play, I'm going to teach you the rules and all that fun stuff. So first things first, this is a cooperative adventure dungeon crawling game. So it's up to 5 people. We can also play solo, and all players play against an artificial intelligence, which is thematically and literally an artificial intelligence in game. So it's called S.I.M.O.N. S.I.M.O.N is the evil AI that's trying to destroy all the humans, and we cybernetic and enhanced animals are trying to stop it. Our job is to level up, equip our best items. Uh, overcome the challenges we're gonna come across on the maze, and finally defeat the robots and the AI. So this is what we're up against. First things first, I'm gonna start with a little bit of a setup here. So what I'm gonna do is prepare the room stack. Tabletop Simulator makes it very easy for us to shuffle things. That's the one thing that's better than the normal board game experience. But everything else, I prefer 1,000 times the physical and tactile feeling of the board game. And while I do the setup here, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience with board games and experience as a crowdfunder? Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Jeremy.
Sure. So let's see. Obviously a lifelong lover and player of board games. Started really early with basics like Candyland and things like that, and then moved into more role-playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, things like that, around 10-ish. And I'm 35 now, so it's been a while that I've been playing some games. And my first professional dive into this world was in 2019. I joined a team, Long Dog Games, and they were creating a game called Peripheral Gathering Darkness. And so I joined the team. I became the director and the creative director and kind of like the project manager. And it was kind of a lot real quick. Lots of learning as I was going. And so I've just kind of been doing that ever since. Now I also help with crowdfunding and things like that. So
That's awesome. And also, guys, if you may be curious, Jeremy's also helping us with our launch campaign. So if you want to check us out, please go to the links in the description. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be very impressed with the work that Andre has been doing. Andre is my friend, long time friend. Andre and I have been friends since pretty much for 20 years, and he's the magician behind the scenes here. He's the one making everything happen digitally. So thanks, Andre, and thanks, Jeremy, for joining us and for helping us out getting to the finish line. So the first thing is preparing the room stack. I just did it. The second thing is getting our characters selected. So the way we do that is the first to start picking their characters is the last to have eaten noodles in real life. So I've had some noodles like 7 days ago. How about you?
I did have some last week for lunch, probably last Friday.
Okay, so 8 days ago. So I went by 1 day.
Yeah.
So this is what we call the noodly player. So the one that ate noodles the last. And for anybody not that doesn't know the game yet, there are some interesting noodle mechanics, and you're gonna probably gonna see it soon enough. So I pick first. So my pick is going to be Diana. So as you can see there, we have five characters, Jeremy. So we have Diana. Diana is a cat. She's a hunter. Every character has its own unique skills, and represented by the right side of the character, character card, which is a combat gauge,
Hmm.
and speed. You can see in on top right corner, the number 5 on my screen is my speed. The highest, I mean, the higher the better. And on the bottom left, you can see a pharaoh skill. So all of these pharaoh skills are active upon start. We already begin having these abilities, and every character has its own pharaoh abilities. Okay, so that's what makes each character playability unique, and you can replay the game and never play the same game twice because each character is the same, and of course there's some randomness to the appearance of the rooms in the maze and the cards and the monsters, the monster deck, and that's what makes the game like I mean highly replayable. So in my case, my feral skill is leap, and the leap skill allows me to jump from room to room without spending an action. I'm going to explain to you what that is in a few minutes, but that's pretty much increases my mobility in game. And mobility, you will see, is a big part of winning this game. Now, which character would you select, Jeremy?
Well, I accidentally already selected Luke over here.
You can always change your color if you want to.
Hmm. So okay, Kane looks kind of clericy or wizardy, so I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Um, if Diana's a hunter, I'm assuming she kind of like she's like mobility and damage focused, maybe.
mobility and damage, focus damage. Yeah, basically.
Would it make sense if I go someone who's more like buff, if somebody like buffs the team or something like that?
It would make sense, yeah. I hope that by the end of this game, you can tell me if you would have made a different choice. But
Okay.
I would, yeah, I would defer to you to kind of, even without knowing the game, try to find out what you, the one you like best, even though you don't know a lot about them.
Okay. Okay. So I don't
Fun,
think I'm
fun,
gonna go.
fun fact. Many people that I start playing with, like, and it's their first time, they really go with the characters illustration and the way the one they kind of like the cutest or the fiercest, whatever the emotions that they have at the moment, because obviously at the very beginning nobody really knows what the strategic
Hmm.
are, right? So how about you pick with 50% with your heart, 50% with your brain? How about that?
All right, then I will. I think I'm gonna go with Kane then.
All right, cool. So change your color on Tabletop Simulator, and I'm going to just for just to make it easy for us not to be confused, I'm going to just flip all of the other characters over
There we go.
and remove the excessive pieces here. All right, so we start in the med bay. So the med bay is the initial. I mean, is the initial tile in the room. It starts already open, so we put our meeples in the tile, and then from here we're going to start exploring the maze. Each of us will have some initial resources. So we have 3 defense cubes and 2 power drinks that we can happily stack on our character sheets. We also have some items, and the initial items stash is going to be really random. So I'm going to pick 15 of these cards here, and I'm going to move them up here.
Hmm.
And in order of noodly player, starting with the noodly player, and then you, and then me, and then you, and then me, we're going to each pick 1 card. Whenever there are no cards left or nobody wants any more cards, we discard everything else, and then we move on. So I will start. And if you notice on the top right corner of these cards, Jeremy, you see
Mhm.
that they have icons, right? So there are 3 main equipment types, and of course, noodles, right? Let me start with the equipment types. So there are 3 types, and with 3 different icons. This icon here on my screen is what you call a blade. This circular icon looking like a gear is what you call a tool, and these are the guns, right? So depending on which slots you have on the bottom of your character sheet, see that you have some icons here, matching icons.
Mhm.
Depending on which matching icons you have, those are the equipment types that you can equip in
Gotcha.
the slots. Whatever cards you have that are equipped in your slots here, they are going to be in effect affecting your attack, defense, and your attributes in general. And whatever cards you don't have equipped, they're going to be in your hand, which is what we call the inventory. So take a moment to check the cards, and I will pick. I will make my pick because my character can only equip guns for this time. So I'm gonna pick the strongest gun available, which is,
Submachine gun.
yeah, the submachine gun is the best one for now. Yeah, that's the one I'm getting. All right, so it's your turn, and at the beginning of the game, every equipment that you get, you can equip it immediately if it's a valid um,
Okay.
equipment for you. So Kane, let's take a look at Kane's characters here. I'm going to show it on screen. So
Yeah. I think I get a ranged and a tool.
yeah, it's a
Um,
gun and a tool, and your feral level is stamina. So you don't die in combat, or you don't die, period, which is
that's
useful
nice.
because dying sucks.
I'm sure. Um, all right. I guess I'll grab a tool first. But before I do that, I guess I'll ask to see if I want the pickaxe or the screwdriver. So, screwdriver looks like it gives me, is that 1 feral and 1 defense? Is that what that is?
Right. So the icons on the equipment cards, the
Mm-hmm.
sword icon is you increase your combat power, right?
Oh,
So on
combat.
the
Okay.
left, on the right side of your character, you see combat gauge.
Right.
The little swords bonuses that you get, that's what it's going to impact. And the combat gauge is going to really impact your combat with monsters that we're going to encounter through the maze. So plus
Mm-hmm.
one, this sword plus 1 means your attack power goes 1 more, and plus 1 shield means whenever you decide to prepare your defense, you're going to get 1 extra defense cube.
All right. I'll go with screwdriver because yeah, I like the defense cube idea.
All right, cool. And as you can see on the pickaxe, which was your number 2 pick,
Mm-hmm.
no pun intended.
Right. Yeah.
uh, this tool, this particular equipment has an extra action that you can do, which is mobility related, right? So you could, using an action related to this weapon, you can move into any revealed room, which is a very powerful
Mm.
mobility hack, right? And as I said, mobility plays a big part in this game. My pick is going to be this implant here. here's the thing with implants. Implants, if you pick during the initial draft, you can equip it immediately. If you find it during the exploration or during the game, you need to find a lab to equip. So for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and equip this implant here. And this particular implant is called Swiftness, and it gives me one extra action per turn. What happens when you die? And I think finding an implant is an interesting moment for me to explain how death works. So whenever you run out of defense cubes, you're dead, right?
Okay.
Dying means you lose the rest of your turn, you lose all of your equipped items, and you go back to the med bay waiting for you to to resuscitate next time. You don't get extra defense cubes yet.
Oh,
Um, yeah, these are gonna go. Yeah, these are gonna happen during the turns.
okay.
That's fine. I mean, it's just your first time, and I'll try not to over explain too much before we start. But from time to time, I might need to kind of say no, no.
No,
All right,
of
let me
course.
grab this. Did you get two cards already?
No, yeah, I need to grab the pellet gun because that's
All
the
right,
only other firearm gun.
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
symbol?
The symbol means
Gun.
guns, tools, and blades.
Okay,
Those are the
gotcha.
means. Why would I, as a character who can only equip guns, why would I equip or get any other cards, right? I mean, are these just garbage cards that I'm just going to kind of occupy my inventory with no purpose? No, there are other reasons why we would want extra equipment, even if we can equip them, right? If we cannot put them into our equipment slots, and that reason is crafting. So here, one of the helper cards here that you can find the right of our board here is the
Hmm.
crafting table. And as you can see, by melting three different types of equipment, you can create a bomb. And a bomb is one of the two ways that we can defeat S.I.M.O.N, right? So also a very important mechanic in this game. You can also mount different types of equipments, as you can see, depending on the icons that the cards have. So some equipments can give you a short fuse bomb that explodes quicker. Some equipment can give you, or some other recipes, so to speak, can give you the ability to remove some drones from the table. Drones are S.I.M.O.N's minions that are going to start wreaking havoc on our lives. You can even turn back time, kind of, and reverse one S.I.M.O.N upgrade. So anyway, crafting is the reason why we would have any cards that we cannot immediately equip. And obviously, we have the noodles, right? As you can see, these yellow cards, those are instant use cards. So you discard them; they have their effect. Whatever the card says, it happens. It happens instantly. You can play it during combat. You can play it to help others, regardless of how far you are from them in game. And once you use them, you discard them, and that's it. So they are instant effect cards. Unsurprisingly, they are called instant builders. Good. So as you can see, I was hungry when I created this. Right. So I'm gonna get this card that gives me extra loot. This +2, and with the yellow icons means I get 2 extra loot.
I'm gonna grab the one that gives me an extra action because that sounds wonderful.
Okay, cool. And let me see. All right, I'm gonna grab this X. Rune X gives me, if I could equip it, that is, it would give me more speed. All right, your turn.
Hmm. Ignore locked doors looks good. Remove one infected equipment. What's an infected equipment?
So an infected equipment is 3 out of all of the loot cards. And just to show you here on screen, Jeremy. So we have our loot deck. Is
Mm-hmm.
this deck here? We have our combat or monster deck, and we have our events mystery deck. So in this loot card or loot deck, with 80 cards, we have 3 items or equipments that are infected. Instead of giving you bonuses, they give you like negative effects, and you cannot unequip them unless you have one of these kind of unequipped
Gotcha.
cards. However, King, which is the character that you chose, has one potential ability in the future if you decide to level up, which is
Mm-hmm.
removing an affected equipment from the game. So this card and Kane's ability, they do pretty much the same, which is removing the infection from you. It's almost like an antibiotic. So
Okay.
it's
Okay. Okay, so I don't think I'll grab that since I'll level up with Kane. I think I'm gonna grab this one to hopefully kill bad guys quicker.
yes. All right,
Because
let me
that's not
grab
gonna be my
this.
forte.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the pickaxe. You
Ignore assignment skill this turn. I'm assuming that just like limits what the AI
yeah,
can do.
yeah. It makes
Okay.
Simon weaker for that one turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get a locked door card.
And I'll grab the scythe, even though I can't use it.
And I'll grab this other noodle here.
Okay, then there we go.
And this is last one is mine. All right,
Mhm.
cool. So limits to your inventory. So you can have up to 10 cards in your hands at any given time. If you have more, you have to either use it immediately or discard it down to 10.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to explain exactly how combat works yet, but whenever we run into a situation where we need to fight, I will do like more in-depth instructions.
Okay.
So for now, suffice to say that you should use your combatonator as a marker for your combat gauge. So your combatonator is this piece here that you can mark how much attack power you have, and
Mhm.
you always start your turn with the minimum amount, right? Even if
Mhm.
last turn you went to the very top, it resets every single turn. So you're always back to the minimum. Mine minimum is 3. I think
Two.
yours is 2. So that's another difference why to our characters, right? So some characters start a little bit more fit for combat. Some others start more fit for survival and stuff like that, mobility,
Gotcha.
etc., etc. Also, Simon, we have four different Simon versions here, depending on how many people you're playing with and how hard you need the game to be. So in our case, we're not going to use the 4 or 5 player hard card. So I'm going to just remove the card from the game here, and we're going to use the version of Simon that has 2 to 3 players. And we start with Simon on its level 0, and this is how it works, Jeremy. So Simon wants to take over the planet, right? So the way
Mhm.
it does that is by upgrading itself all the way to the maximum, and when it does, it takes over the world, and we're all dead, and all humans are dead, and we're also dead. So game
Okay.
over. Before we get there, it needs to upgrade itself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So as we play and it starts to upgrade, as you can see, it gets more skills.
Mhm.
Right at the beginning, Simon has only one skill, which is assembling drones. It starts with 2 drones in the assembly line. So it's going to have 2 already kind of pre-cooked, ready to go. And let me just remove the toggles here. Yeah, don't snap. Okay, and it's going to just continue assembling until it can deploy all of its assembled drones, and the drones will start to uh, pretty much work as Simon's hands and fingers in game, because they're going to start doing stuff on behalf of Simon. In the meantime, Simon's going to start upgrading himself. There are a few upgrading mechanics that are going to tell you how it works. The main one being revealing one of the Simon brain rooms in our maze, right? So
Okay.
when that happens, I'll tell you what happens. But when whenever S.I.M.O.N upgrades, it's going to not only assembling from the bottom up, it's going to execute every single or command that it has access to. So, for instance, when it gets to explore, it's going to execute assemble and explore. When it
Gotcha.
gets here, it's going to execute assemble first, then explore, then disarm. Whenever a S.I.M.O.N brain room is found, that player loses the rest of its turn, even S.I.M.O.N. So if the drones find a S.I.M.O.N brain room and reveal a new piece of S.I.M.O.N, then S.I.M.O.N stops doing what it's doing, and then it's us. The turn sequence is me, then you, then S.I.M.O.N, and then repeats. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, if we're playing with more people, it's going to be clockwise, and S.I.M.O.N is always the last player. Um, And as you can see, we both start in the med bay. Um, and oh yes, turn sequence. So let me give you a quick intro to turn sequence. There's this helper card here on the right side of the table. It's the
Hmm.
turn sequence. So it starts with me. So I execute one, two, and three, and then when I'm done, it goes to you. You do one, two, and three, and then S.I.M.O.N, and then me. Same thing, and it repeats, right? So I execute my entire turn sequence, and then you execute your entire sequence, and then it goes back around. First part of our sequence is TikTok is our countdown for any bombs that are perhaps already set and armed
Hmm.
on board. For the most part, there will be no bombs armed. So TikTok normally in those situations we're gonna just skip. Get ready is when the current player will decide to invest, and this is important. This is a strategic decision. You need to decide to invest either in attack or defense, right? This is also when you will equip unequip any items that you may have,
Gotcha.
but this is when you strategically or actually tactically decide how your turn is going to happen. Is it going to be a defensive turn? Is it going to be kind of an offensive turn? Because you cannot have both. You can either pile up your swords or you can pile up your shields. You can't do both. So far, so good.
Yeah.
And then when you do get ready, then you start with the do something phase, right? Which is everybody has two actions. And the most basic action is just to move around and explore the dungeon, explore the facility. As we equip more items, level up, or have like some additional cards, we may have access to different actions. But for the very beginning, we can just move around. Remember, we just came out of cryo sleep. I mean, we're kind of bumbling and stumbling across our very dangerous dungeon, so be careful. These are four of the main icons on in game. So the loot icon, those are encounters, right? So you can, if you find one of those, you will get some loot cards. This is the monster encounter. Whenever you find that, a combat ensues immediately. The mystery, you just draw a mystery card. It could be a good or bad event. In the turret, you lose 5 defense cubes, and as you can
Mm.
see, we start with 3. So right now you'll be instant death. So we don't want to. Hopefully, we don't want to go into any turret rooms. All right, so I'm gonna start playing, and let's just get this show on the road. And first TikTok, there's nothing to count down. Second is my get ready phase. So I only have this one weapon equipped. So how do I calculate if I decide to invest in attack? I have my minimum 3. I add any attack bonuses that I have equipped. Right now, only +3, and I move up to 6. It makes absolutely no sense for me to invest in defense because I have no defense bonuses now. I could have in the future if I decide to equip or level up, but right now it makes no sense to me. So I'm just going to invest in attack. I have 6, 6 attack, 5 speed, and 3 defense. With that said, I'm going to do something. And my 3 actions, why do I have 3? Because I equipped that implant that gives me 1 extra action, right? So it's kind of my cheat code for doing more stuff. As my first action, I'm going to review room number 1. Okay, room number 1 is a helipad. So nothing intrinsically happens in this room other than allowing me to use the helicopter, right? The chopper. I think you had one of the choppers, or did I? Oh, you did. So you see some of these equipment that have these little chopper icons on the corner. If you use one chopper icon, as long as the helipad is revealed, you can transport yourself anywhere in the on the board, right? That's what we
Okay.
call the air carrier. And the second way that you can use the helipad is doing an airstrike. You discard four choppers and you instantly destroy one of the S.I.M.O.N rooms, the fusion core rooms, which is what we need to do to win the game. A fusion
Okay.
core room is a room with a green border. So we'll, we'll go there when we get to it. So nothing happens intrinsically when I review the helipad other than just allow us to use the chopper icons from now on. Good. So my action number two is continue to explore. All right, there you go. So this is one of the fusion core rooms.
Yes.
So fusion core rooms are four rooms that are dispersed throughout the room stack. So it's 4 out of 48 little tiles, and we need, in order to win the game, we need to destroy three out of those four. So exploring the maze just enough to review the three rooms and then destroying them. That's how we win.
Mm-hmm.
We can. There are two ways we can destroy a room. One is planting a bomb in it, arming a bomb inside it, and waiting for it to kind of tick, 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 and boom. And the
Mm-hmm.
second is by calling an airstrike and just kind of um, exploring it immediately. Airstrike is quicker, but it's also more resource expensive because we need four cards that are not the chopper icons don't come as frequently. So it's kind of a deck intensive to find those four choppers. But once you do, it's an instant kill. You just blow the room immediately. But the bomb, you need to wait turns, and while you wait, Simon could go and send the drones to disarm the bomb. So this is the tactical also decision that you may have to make at some point. Right now, revealing the room does nothing. So I just revealed and entered the room, and all of the four fusion core rooms, they not only function to get us to win the game, but also while we're inside each of them, we have special different abilities, unique abilities that we can only use while we're inside. So one of the helper cards on the left, on the right, also tells you what each of the rooms will do. So in this case, the EMP room will help fry circuits. In other words, will help us get rid of the drones that are anywhere around it. I have another action, right? So I have another action in my turn. So I have three. So I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to stay here because this room has three walls. The black borders around, they are walls, and the corridors are the little connections here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to walk back and maybe try my luck next time here or here. So I did three actions. That's all I can do, and now it's here.
All right. Um, how
Before
much
you
of
do that, don't forget to get ready, right?
right. How much as I get ready, and I guess I mean, I'm not good at attacking, but okay, I'll do my screwdriver. And how do I show that that's the one that I'm choosing to activate?
You all your equipment are activated all the time. You just choose whether it's defense or attack.
Um, I think I'm gonna go defense.
Okay, so if you go defense, you're going to activate your 1+1 shield here,
Uh
and you're going to
huh.
add one cube to your stack.
Okay, and this is a momentary cube. Like I'll put it away in a moment.
No, this is not a
No,
momentary cube. This is a
stays.
permanent cube as long as you don't lose it, right? So how do you lose cubes? I guess you know,
Injury.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get damage, you lose your cubes.
Okay.
Or there are some other ways that you can also invest cubes, right? So you can put cubes, you can voluntarily take cubes away to put somewhere else. And the main case for that is really bombs. To arm a bomb, you need to invest some of your own defense cubes onto the bomb. so it can actually be armed. All right, so that was your get ready, and now you do. It's your do something phase, in where you do two actions. As you can see, the med bay has four openings, right? It has four hallways anywhere. The hallway to the
Mhm.
east, let's say, I already opened, so there's nothing for you to open. You can still walk in though. So as one action, you can walk into the room that's already open. That's one action. But you can review one room that's unreviewed yet. That's also one action for each room that you review.
All right, let's review right here. We'll flip it.
Nice.
All right.
All right. By the way, moment of review, you choose the rotation of the room, and once
Ah.
it's chosen, it's locked. So as you can see, there are two locked doors in this room and two open
Mm-hmm.
hallways. Right? Obviously, you have to rotate in a way that is. Um, I think on tabletop simulator you can choose 90-degree rotations on the top menu bar. Uh, but basically, the locked doors, you need to rotate in a way that will be legal for you to walk into the room.
Mm-hmm.
You can't walk through locked doors, then you don't rotate it in that way. All right, cool. So you reveal and enter it immediately, right? And
Okay.
now what happens is that you just revealed a mystery room. You draw one of the mystery cards and reveal it, and let's see what happens. Oh, bad stuff.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you just suffered an ambush. You lose the rest of your turn, and you add two drones in your room.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, where?
So we discard the card, and then we add two of them little drones where you are. And also the encounter icons, which are the four that I told you about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the icons that once we are resolved with them, we will add a clear token on that room, indicating that that icon is no longer active as long as the clear token is on it.
Gotcha.
So, for instance, we would do this, and then there you go. So, if I happen to go into this room, there will be no mystery cards taken, and then it's just going to be a pass by room for me. But you
Cool.
did lose your turn, and you kind of activated a couple of drones there. So now it's S.I.M.O.N. What S.I.M.O.N does is just to assemble, and as you can see here on the little explainer icon on the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to add one extra drone to its assembly line. Why is that
Right.
important? Is because once it adds four, once it's at its last and fourth drone, all of the four drones are going to be instantly deployed somewhere in the on the board.
Cool.
To assemble the last one, though, Simon needs to have revealed one, or we need to have revealed at least one room with a yellow border. So it's going to be stuck in three until the yellow border room is revealed.
And is that yellow bordered room where the drone will spawn?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And
Those are two
if there are
points.
multiple
We
yellow border rooms.
Yeah, the players choose where to deploy, but they always deploy as a group. We can't choose
Okay,
to
cool.
kind of distribute them across rooms. They always go to the same room, but we pick which one. All right, so this was pretty easy, pretty simple. Simon, that's all Simon does, and now it's my turn again. TikTok, nothing to do, so it's my turn to get ready. As I said, we always start the turn with resetting our combat. There's nothing for me to do. Actually, before I even start my get ready phase, I'm gonna discard this little noodle here that gives me two extra loot. So I'm hoping that I can get maybe a couple of equipment that I can use, because right
And
now I feel a little bare and naked. If you know what I mean.
and discarding the noodles on your turn, is that just kind of a free action, or is there a
Noodles
number?
can be used anytime by any player at any moment, right? So
Nice.
noodles. I mean, you could discard a noodle right now if you wanted to.
Okay. Cool.
You
Cool.
just tell me if you will, so I can point the camera at you and say what you're doing.
Sure.
But uh, yeah, I didn't. No, I didn't get lucky. I needed a gun. I didn't get any guns. Oh well. So far I have one, two, seven cards in my inventory. No concerns there. But I'm just gonna get ready by investing in attack. Plus three gives me a six, and then I have three actions. Action number one is going to be. Let me think. Walk. Let's walk here. Look, I just reviewed one yellow room
Oh,
that's allow the drones to deploy here. And the yellow border rooms are called deploy zones. So they're the spawn points for S.I.M.O.N's drones. All right, that's action number one, but it's an empty room otherwise, so nothing really happens other than this little trap door here that I can
mhm.
use. All right, second action. All right, so I just reviewed a monster room, so combat ensues immediately. So
Mhm.
as soon as I get this, I already made sure that my rotation was correct here for me to be able to walk this L-shaped corridor. So I'm gonna draw one of the monster cards, and this is where I explain to you how combat works. Flip. All right, so here we have Ravager. It's a scorpion with two tails, and it's a monster aberration. It has speed 4. It's weak against this drop icon. It has 3 attack, 6 defense, and it has a skill that forces me to discard one of my cool power drinks before combat. Power
Oh,
drinks is a resource that is a rare resource. You don't frequently come across it, and it's also an instant use item that can give you plus 3 in all of your attributes, plus 3 speed, or plus 3 attack, or plus 3 defense instantly, right? If you discard one of your power drinks, think of it as exactly your power drink. Just gives you
mhm.
more strength and more stamina and more speed. So the monster forced me to discard that, so I just did. And first thing that happens in a combat is decide initiative, right? Whoever has the highest speed starts. Monsters win ties. So in this case, I have 5. The monster has 4. I start. And Jeremy, this is what I call a one-round combat. So whoever starts attack first. If the slower side, or if the first defender survives, then the defender attacks, and that's it. Combat's
Okay.
over. There are no second chances, right? So my my tactic as an attacker is to try to get rid of the monster immediately. Otherwise, this monster is going to attack me and take away 3 of my cherished cubes, right?
Mhm.
The only way I can kill the monster in one fell swoop is by having more equal or more swords than the monster has shields, which is the case. I have exactly six attack, and the monster has exactly 6 defense. So by slashing the monster, I bring it down to 0. I win. Good.
Yep.
So this is an instant win. Uh, I did have one consequence, which I just lost the power drink, but other than that, I didn't get attacked. Let's say that the monster had 7 defense. I would bring it down to 1. The monster would survive, and then the monster would attack me with 3, and then I would be dead.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Right? Obviously, combat-related noodles can impact the result of this combat. So, for instance, you have a -3, I think,
Mhm.
for monsters. You can help me if you discarded this noodle and bring the monster's life down or defense down, so I could kill you more easily. Or I could escape combat, or I could do some any. I mean, a series of other things depending on which cards I have.
Okay.
But other than that, that's how combat works, right? So it's designed intentionally to be quick and simple
Mhm.
and keep the game moving. So that's it. I win the combat. This monster now belongs to me. It's part of my inventory. Why is it important to keep monsters in your inventory? Because this is one of the main mechanics where your character will level up. Can you see on the left corner here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The levels has a number of monster cards that you have to kind of discard or kind of invest into leveling up. So for level up is one monster card. So I can already discard this little monster here and get a level up immediately, which is exactly what I'm going to do. You
Nice.
can level up anytime except in combat. I discarded the monster and I'm getting one level up. Which one I pick? Whatever I choose, right? So I have every
Ah,
character.
okay. Gotcha,
You see
gotcha,
this
gotcha.
here?
Mm-hmm.
So every character has four very unique levels that the players can choose from, right? Everybody will have the unlock type of level up, which pretty much allows this third slot to be equipped, and the types of equipment are going to be depending on which icons you have in your slot, right? So for instance, if I equip this one, then I would be able to equip blades and tools on this third slot here. This is another very common type of level up chit, which gives me more attack and more defense, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much.
Mm-hmm.
And every character has two unique skills and abilities that you can choose from. And once you equip it, of course, you're going to be able to use it. For now, I'm gonna get the unlock level up, and next turn I'm gonna get some more uh, items here on my character. That's what I'm doing. All right, so that was my action number two. And let me stop for a second and hear your thoughts and questions that you may have about this whole process here for combat and leveling up. What do you think?
Uh, okay, comments. I think it's really quick. I like how fast the combat is. My question is because it seems so deadly. What happens when you die?
Good question. So, death is not permanent, so you can respawn and you will
Hmm.
respawn at the bad bay. But
Okay.
when you die, you lose the rest of your turn. You get transported back to the mad bay wherever you are on the board,
Hmm.
and you lose any equipped items that you may have. So everything that you have on these lots, you lose it, with the exception of implants. Implants is a kind of hard wired
Okay.
into your system, and you don't lose those, right? But everything else you just kind of discard, and then you have to start from scratch in terms of equipment. You don't lose any of your levels or
Okay.
implants.
Okay. Okay. It's not
So
as bad
yeah,
as I
that
thought.
is
Good.
not as kind of a like a game ending event. I mean, you may die several times in one gameplay, and
Sure.
it's still winnable, right? I didn't want Death in Combat to be, oh, I died so early in the game and now I can't do anything else. So let's just kind of start over, right? So
Right.
you can still pretty much win the game even if you die, but it's a nuisance, right? There is a like a punishment for dying, so that's the punishment. All right, cool. So action number one, action number two, and as I said, I have three. So let's try to explore one more. All right, so I got some loot,
Nice.
sweet loot, and we also cleared this room, and I got my two loot. All right, Jeremy, your turn. Let me just see what I got.
Sure. All right. So with these drones, how many defense do they have?
All right, drones are uh, you can either kill them or you can't. Right? They don't have defense
Okay.
or life points. For instance, there is this card here. For instance, it's a an acid noodle that you just throw on a couple of drones and they just die. Right? They don't
Okay.
have health points per se, but some cards and skills would just kill them immediately. This is another skill that would cause the drone to die. Remove one drone on site. So I snipe it from a distance. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think your character has any drone removing or drone killing skills, but you
Mm-mm.
can still kill drones using cards, right?
Hmm.
So apparently, I'm gonna be the drone killer for this session, um, and that's fine as long as we know our weaknesses. And you might
Right.
be thinking, what happens if I stumble upon these drones? Am I gonna be damaged? Are they gonna attack me? Not for now. So the drones are only as strong as S.I.M.O.N is. S.I.M.O.N
Okay.
is the brain that controls all the drones. So right now the drones can't do anything. In a
Okay.
in a hot minute, the drones are going to be starting to get some skills, which are the skill to explore, the skill to disarm bombs, the skill to replicate, and finally the skill to damage the players. But that doesn't come until very late in the game. So there's no
Mm,
reason to fear just passing by drones for now. But trust me, they're going to kind of start
sure.
causing some confusion here in a minute.
Okay. Well, I'll choose. If I choose defense again for my ready, does that give me another defense cube?
Does give you another defense cube. It's
Okay.
cumulative, so you can start piling up your cubes. And
Okay.
trust me, this has been an issue in past sessions where people had like +6, and then they would take all of the defense cubes from the table, and everybody else would be like, "Where's my cubes?"
Right. Well, and mechanically, it's nice that the drones are going to be moving around to, punish people for just sitting in one spot and hoarding the cubes too much. Okay. So I will explore this one.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a turret, right?
Yeah, it is a turret.
Okay,
So
so let me
turret,
see if I got this. Yeah, it'll damage me 5.
yeah, it would
I
damage you 5, and you would be brought to 0, which would kill you, right?
however, right.
However,
However,
I'm gonna let you simmer on that for a second and see what you would do.
sure, okay. So instead of dying, I just move to the previous room and I have one of my defense cubes left. Is that
Yeah,
read correctly?
yeah, perfect. So you use your feral skill, which
Yes.
prevents you from dying. So yeah, your character will never die. So that everything that I said about dying, forget about that with Kane. Kane is just kind of immortal, at least for combat and kind of like the punishment of losing equipment purposes.
Sure.
Uh,
Okay. Well, that's
Good.
nice.
The other thing that you could have done, and if you were not Kane, would be maybe discard one of your power drinks and
Mm-hmm.
instantly get +3 defense cubes, and then lose those +3 plus and the rest of the cubes, just so you don't die, right? So
Sure, sure,
there's
sure.
other kind of quick action that you could take, but you do have to. Let me see. Move to previous room. All right, so you almost died. So you kind of you're in you're in bad shape. But
Yeah.
the turret did go off, so we cleared the room
Okay.
because the turret
Okay, good.
did damage you, right? So we kind of ran out of bullets.
Okay. Well then, I guess I've got one more. When can we start building a bomb? Do we have to draw a specific card or find a specific room for that?
Say that again.
Yeah. For like the bombs and stuff that we need.
Mhm.
Um, how do we initiate that? Do we have to find a specific room or a specific card for that? Like to
Yes,
start the process of ticking it down?
yes. So the bomb, the act of arming a bomb, you need to be inside of one of the one of the 4 fusion core rooms, which
Mm-hmm.
are the rooms with the green borders, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
need to be inside. Once you're in there, you will need to discard something in order to arm the bomb, which is this piece here. So once you arm the bomb, you're gonna put the bomb inside the room, put a number of your own defense shields on top of that, indicating the fuse, right? So it could
Mm.
a regular bomb has 3 cubes, and which means 3 turns until it goes off. And there are fast bombs that have only 1 turn, 1 cube. But regardless, the number of cubes, these cubes need to come from your own cube stash. So
Okay.
this is how you arm the bomb. So how much it costs to arm a bomb? It depends. So you could use, look at the crafting table here, and you can use one, three cards, one of each type, one blade, one tool, one gun. Or you can discard one monster card that has a little bomb icon in it. It's kind of a, you kill the monster and it has a bomb in its like in its
Hmm.
backpack, and you use that to craft the bomb. Or if you want to create a shard fuse bomb, you will discard four of one single type,
Yeah.
four
Okay.
or four blades or four tools. That's how you set up, or that's how you arm a bomb, right? And then you wait for it to explode. Whether you wait for 3 turns or one, it depends on what is the size of the fuse of the bomb that you created. Does that
Gotcha.
make sense?
Yeah. No, it does. Okay. Well, I guess I'll use my second action to go over here
Okay.
and continue exploring, trying not to get more turrets.
All right, cool. Two actions, and now it's Simon. So, since we did review the yellow, the deploy room, Simon is ready to just assemble one more. So let's grab these bad boys here and assemble. So the fourth assemble drone will trigger the deployment. So all of the drones go together to the same deployment zone, and that's what happens. Is as soon as it happens, Simon instantly gets one upgrade. And since it now can explore, it's going to command two of its drones. So you can see here on the
Hmm.
explainers, two of its drones anywhere will move up to three spaces towards the nearest border or nearest edge, and they will each review one room, right? If there are no drones to explore, then we're going to go back and assemble one more. Okay? This is the language here. Like, of course, in the rule book, hopefully it's explained in like proper
Hmm.
English with sentences and paragraphs, but trying to get some iconography here to help us
Oh
just
yeah.
yeah, make it easier for us to interpret. So the one action that Simon's going to do is command two of its drones to explore. So let's say that this guy is going to explore over here, and this guy is going to explore over here. So why here? Because one, two. We players can pick any of the drones anywhere, but once we pick, we need to move them through up to three spaces towards the nearest border, and then open the rooms immediately. So we're gonna
Gotcha.
review two rooms. Why don't you do the honors, Jeremy?
Alrighty.
Okay. So we have one.
Oh man,
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't be the one that's doing these cards.
No, I mean you picked good ones, because the drones that are revealing these cards don't actually trigger events for them. Because why are they exploring the dungeon even, right? Isn't that good
Right.
for us?
Well, they're
They're
trying to
actually
find the
looking
different
for
pieces for
brains.
Simon, right?
Yeah, they're actually
Okay.
looking for brains. Once they find a brain, Simon's gonna level up immediately. So they don't care if they help us explore the facility. That's the least of their concern. They want to find a brain. Once they do, Simon's just gonna be more powerful, and we're gonna be more screwed. So that's what they're doing. But that's all they do. So for this turn, that's it. We kind of got off easy, and we need to start going. Keep going. So for this round, TikTok is the first. There's no bomb. So let me just discard this one loot here. I have two extra cards, and hoping that I can get something more interesting. Okay, I got a gun. Oh, I got two
Ooh.
guns, Bonnie and revolver. Right, Bonnie is a very powerful gun for attack. No defense though. So I can equip Bonnie here. So I get a +6 attack. And let me think. I'm gonna equip the pickaxe, because remember, I just unlocked my third
Hmm.
slot. And that third slot, apologize. Let me silence my phone here. And that third slot allows me to equip either blades or tools, and I'm equipping a tool. By the way, the pickaxe is one of my favorite cards in this game, because it allows me to pretty much instantly teleport anywhere. All
Oh,
right.
into any revealed room. Yeah, not just a room that's like adjacent to you.
No,
Aha.
no, any review room. So it's in essence, it's a teleport card.
Yeah,
So
okay. Yeah, I should
I
have read
I
that better.
I mean, I'm not sure if you, I mean, people watching this or people that watched other sessions have kind of picked on this um, on this tip by now, but I am a sucker for mobility. I love moving around very quick, very fast. That's yeah, that's my main skill set that I always play with. All right, so that's it for my equipment. Actually, I think the +3. I think I could probably do better. No, I can't. That's that's it for my for my get ready. Oh no, that's I need to get ready with attack. So I'm going to,
Mm,
instead of getting the +3, I'm going to get +6, +3, +2. So I'm getting +11. So I'm going to
mm,
go all the
mm.
way up to 14. So I'm very powerful now to for combat. Will I get into combat? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Now I have 3 actions. So let's start with number 1. More loot, which is not bad. I appreciate that. All right, 1, 2. I may have going. I may have gone over. Let me see.
Mhm. I think you're right at
2,
10.
3, 4. Yeah, you're right. I'm at 10, so I don't have to discard anything right now. But you see, I already have enough material to set up a short fuse bomb. You see, 4
Mhm.
blades. I also have two chopper icons here. So if we ever get in the same room, we could kind of put our chopper icons together, and one of us could discard and call an airstrike and destroy one of the rooms. That is
Oh.
a that is one of the strategies that we can use to destroy one of the green rooms. Does that make sense?
Yes. Chopper. So how many chopper icons does it require? 6?
Four,
4.
four for the airstrike.
Gotcha. And why would we need to be in the same room for that?
Because right now I only have 2, and you have 2, so we have to kind of trade equipment cards. So I either give my 2 to you, and you discard it and call the airstrike, or you give yours to me, and then I call the airstrike. Does that make sense? Because calling an
Yeah,
airstrike is an action that one player must take, and that player must have the 4 choppers.
sure. And chopper, where do you find the chopper like designation?
What do you mean?
How do you know it's a chopper? Do you mean like the weapon?
Yeah, can you see the little chopper icon? This blue
Oh, I
helicopter here?
didn't. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's the little helicopter on the top left corner, and you also have 2. So you got
Gotcha.
2, and let's say that it is. I mean, it is our strategy to call an airstrike, and we only have 2. You have 2. I have 2. We would have to
Mhm.
get in one of the facility rooms together simultaneously, trade. So either you give me your 2 or I give you my 2, and then
Mhm.
whoever gets the 4 in their turn, they're gonna discard the 4 and call the airstrike, and boom, the room is gone.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. Where was I? All right, first turn, 2 cards. I'm still within my allowance of cards, and that's action number 1. Action number 2, and I'm having a bad feeling about this. I knew it. All right, so this is the Simon brain, my friend. This is the
Uh-huh.
moment we have all been dreading. So Simon room is one of the things that causes Simon to level up. The other thing is drone deployment. So whenever any of us encounter a Simon room, we need to follow 5 steps. 5 steps that are in this helper card here, also in the rule book. And first, we advance 1 Simon upgrade. So from 1 goes to 2.
Mhm.
Then we deploy all the drone from the assembly line into the revealed room. Right now, there are none, so there's nothing to deploy. Three, remove all clear tokens from the board.
Oh, so
Yeah,
am I gonna get shot by the turret again?
if you enter a third room, yes, but
Uh,
not if you're already in it. Only
okay.
if you, yeah, only if you kind of exit and re-enter it again. But yeah, it causes mobility to be a little bit more like complicated now.
Yeah, stunted.
Yeah. Uh, Four, uplifted, which is the characters uplifted walking into this room loses the rest of their turn. That's me, so I'm done. And if we're playing with 3 to 5 people, which is not our case too, we would devolve. So devolving is an action that flips our levels into the black reverse side. So all of the um, all of the level ups, they have like a feral version of it. So whenever we are playing with more people and we enter a S.I.M.O.N room, S.I.M.O.N
Hmm.
kind of forces us to devolve into our more wild and feral version of ourselves. So we no longer have the skills that we purchased. We start having kind of a wild, uncontrolled, most frequently either useless uh, or or um, or kind of negative effect feral skills. But we don't have that because we're just two of us playing. So just bear in mind that if we are playing with more people, this is also a consequence that would happen to anybody walking into S.I.M.O.N. And we don't clear S.I.M.O.N as well. So S.I.M.O.N stays like that, but it doesn't activate again. The H brain only activates once it's revealed the first time. That's all I can do, my friend. It's you now.
All right. So defense. Gonna go ahead and grab that right now. Yeah, using this. Yeah. Okay. So defense, and now I guess I want to see if there's any of my noodles that I can use that would be helpful here. So I guess I could have used that, but I'll wait until the S.I.M.O.N one. I'll wait until that's a little bit more intense. Oh, they're stacked. How do I unstack? Let's see. Do you know oh, there we go. The shortcut for unstacking. There we go. Um, monster? No, I don't think I'd necessarily need an action right now. Okay, I guess. I guess here's a question. So since the rooms have been uncleared, if I go back over some of the items, would I get those items?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Same with the
That's another
monsters.
way. Yeah,
Attacking.
that's another way for you to farm for loot, right? Wait for the clears to
Mm-hmm.
have been clear, the clears to have been removed, and go into the loot rooms.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay, I
now we
think I'm gonna.
mystery room. Let's take a look. What you got? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, good.
Once go through the card piles and get up to 3 chopper cards into your inventory.
Unfortunately,
Nice if we had chopper cards. I don't think we
yeah, I
do
don't think
yet.
we do.
So yeah, that's a good one, but I mean not very effective for this early in the game.
All right.
But at least nothing happened, and now we clear again.
Gotcha.
So
Okay, now 2 here. I'll go ahead and clear this, and I'll grab my 2 items.
awesome.
All right. Come on, flip. Uh oh. Okay, machete and a laser sword.
Yeah, this is good.
Um.
Yeah, this is a sword
Ooh.
that you have. I mean, +4 attack and +5 extra if you need to.
Unfortunately, I can't use that sort
Yeah,
of
you can equip
weapon.
it. Yeah, you can't now, and you can't ever because your unlocks
Hmm.
won't give you access. But you can mount the sword to build a short fuse bomb, and this is I think
Oops.
the main like interest for this particular
Hmm.
item for you, for both of us, because we both have the ability now to build short fuse bombs. And short fuse bombs is the only surefire way to avoid the disarm skill from S.I.M.O.N, because if we arm a bomb that's a regular bomb and the drones have the disarm skill, they're gonna seek the bomb until they disarm it, and then we spend all those resources for nothing, right? The
Exactly.
short fuse bomb cannot be disarmed.
All right, and I need to get inside that green shield room to be able
Yep,
to make that short fuse bomb. Okay.
exactly.
I think that's where I'm going to be headed
Okay.
with the remainder of my turns. Yeah.
Which, by the way, you know what? I think. Let me think. Yeah, no, it's not going to help too much right now. But let's go, Simon. Let's see what it does. And first, is always assemble. There are two ways that we can lose the game. Uh, One is obviously if Simon levels up completely.
Hmm.
The other way is if all the drones are deployed. There are no more drones to be deployed. All the drones are on the board. There are 15 total. If we allow all 15 drones to be deployed at any one time, we lose instantly. So uh, that's just FYI. More reasons to be scared. All right,
Hmm.
now two of them are gonna explore. So why don't you pick this time, Jeremy?
Okay. Let's have this drone exploring over here, and then they'll move up to 3, right?
Yes.
Then let's go over here.
Okay.
Oops. Oops. Yeah, I just grabbed the top one.
All right. Let's see. One. That's a +2 attack, or ×2 attack. And there's this one. Oh no! Come
No.
on, man, Jeremy.
Yep.
I told you. I told you to get your horseshoe and your rabbit's foot, man.
For sure. Okay. So yeah, I just
Simon,
moved it up.
yeah, Simon just leveled up
Just.
again. And as I said, anybody entering a Simon brain room will lose the rest of their turn, even Simon.
Mhm.
So Simon stops doing whatever he was supposed to be doing right now. Even then, it's still a plus for it because obviously it's only two levels now from winning the game. And
Yeah.
that's when I start getting worried.
And it looks like does he gain a drone as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
So it's only going to assemble again on the beginning of his next turn. All
Okay.
right. So it is
So
I. Your
just just
Majesty.
just for
Yes.
clarification. So on
Yeah.
the replicate, I'm just reading. It says move up to 3 towards brain
Yeah.
for the drones. Oh, that's only whenever it's Simon's turn though. Okay, sorry.
Yes. So these are, I mean, you know how you and I have two,
Hmm.
in my case, three actions?
Yeah.
Simon has one, two, three, four actions. And they
Yeah.
are always the same set of actions in the same order, as you would expect from a robot, right? So
Hmm.
it starts with assembling and then exploring and then trying to disarm anything, and then it replicates. But since we cut Simon's turn short, it doesn't replicate or disarm this turn because it's already achieved its goal. It's at least the short term goal, which is revealing one of its brains. All right, so the game's not looking great for us, my friend. So
No.
I always say that we need to step up here. So and let's talk strategy for just 1 second, right? So I just wanted to be extra like intentional with this part of the game, which is all right. The players just realize we're kind of screwed. I mean, Simon is advancing too fast. Now it's time to stop and maybe uh, play with some ideas and brainstorming strategies. So
Right.
what we need to do is review at least two more of these bad boys here and blow them up. We already have the means to blow them up. We have one set of helicopters, right? Even
Yeah.
though we to meet to merge them, we have two sets of short fuse bombs. So we already have the three means to explode stuff. We just don't have the freaking rooms, right?
Hmm.
So the
Hmm.
effort now is going to be just finding enough rooms and no more so that we can explode all of them and then moving around. That's where the mobility comes in place. Because If we find the rooms but we don't get that fast enough to blow them up, then I mean that doesn't help us. So that's the like the strategy
Yeah,
going. I mean,
definitely.
from now on. All right, so let me get ready.
Okay.
Reset. Get ready. It's plus 11 again, so I'll go back to 14. And three freaking actions. My first action is going to be actually not really an action. It's just a free thing, which is I'm going to remove
Yeah.
two drones from the board. I'm going to discard this. I'm going to be just removing uh, where? Let me just remove these two here, just randomly.
Yeah.
Uh, this is not an action. This is just a free noodle, and now I have the three actions that I was promised. So I have enough loot, I think. I have nine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
my
just.
nine. Yeah, I'll keep my nine, and then I will wait for. Actually, I'm gonna give you the chance to get them, get them noodles or get them loot for you. So I'm
You
gonna
know,
sideways.
honestly, I think I'm just gonna head to the EMP room, the green room down here though, to try to blow it up. I won't reach it, but that was my idea. Should I? Do you think it'd be more beneficial to grab for me on my turn to grab the items?
I think, I mean, strategically thinking, if we're each trying to win the game, like by ourselves, that's obviously what you would do. But uh, one thing that we could do is see. All right, so my strengths are mobility, right? So maybe I am the one kind of moving around and blowing stuff
Hmm.
up, and you're collecting the items, and you're kind of
Okay.
um, no, actually, you know what? You have the four blades, so you're gonna have to
Right.
go there and explode it. Yeah, I agree. So
Okay.
you have a locked door here, so we might have to walk around. Or do you have a locked door, Noodle?
I think I do. Somebody does.
I do. I do. I can.
Oh,
I
you
can.
do. Okay.
Yeah, I can unlock the door for you when it's time for you to go. All right, cool. So that's the plan. So you go to the EMP. In the meantime, I will continue exploring, trying to find that second room. And that's not it.
Mm-mm.
All right, action number one. Now, action number two. Uh,
You
I
can use
will.
your pickaxe, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the pickaxe. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna use the pickaxe to actually fight.
Nice.
Why am I gonna fight? Because I want level ups, and one of the ways to the main way to get level ups is by just killing monsters. So the the combat times two is just what it sounds like. So you fight monster number one, and with whatever resources left, you need to fight number two without resting. So let's go. Okay, number one is a Iron Brute. After combat, discard one equipped blade. Oh fuck! Come on, man. I don't have any. Ooh. All
Oh,
right,
but you don't
so
have a blade.
it's got a 4 speed, so I attack first, and it's only five defense, so I can kill it instantly. Have you noticed these weak icons? This is the second time it appears.
Yes. Yeah.
So monster weaknesses work to our favor if we have the correlated maneuvers. Let me get one of the cards that have maneuvers in it. So this card, for instance, the ceramic knife has one maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
no icon on the bottom. And if a monster has the equivalent weaknesses to
Mm-hmm.
this maneuver, I can choose any of the monster's attributes, speed, attack, or defense, and that becomes one for that combat. So, for instance, I may choose a very fast monster to have a speed of one, so I can attack it first, or a very resistant monster to have a defense one, so I can kill it quicker. In any case, I don't have any. I don't have the necessary maneuver to exploit the monster weaknesses, so There's no
Mm-hmm.
weaknesses in this case. So I'm just gonna kill it with my 14 attack against 5 defense. So I kill it. I have to remove the points,
5, yeah.
yeah, from my attack. Like I got tired from kind of fighting this monster,
Mm-hmm.
but I still would need to remove my blade. Luckily, I have no blades equipped, so nothing happens. And now I have to attack the second one. All right, now I have an Ash Vulture with a speed of 2 and a defense of 5. Nothing particularly special about this monster other than it dies instantly with my 9 attack against its 5 defense. And my attack goes back to 4.
Cool.
All right, so that's my second. Is this my second? One, two. Yeah,
Yes.
second action of 3. I still have one, but before I go on to my third one, I go and level up. I'm gonna go
Uh-huh.
ahead and discard these 2 monsters, pick one of the levels up, and I'm gonna pick Sniper. Sniper allows me to just kill drones at a distance.
Nice.
Yeah, which we will eventually need for sure.
I am sure.
Yeah. All right. Last action is gonna be walking. Uh, Actually, I'm gonna walk towards you because I want to meet you at some point and give you my choppers so you can have 4.
Okay.
All right. So
Sure,
that's my
sure,
turn.
sure.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I can use the pickaxe again. I'll just go and let me see. You're gonna move here, right? And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna move here.
Mm-hmm. And then if I needed to, I could move 1 extra, but I don't know if I need that right now because it won't change the end of
Okay.
this
So
round.
I'm gonna use my pickaxe to move into any revealed room, and I'm gonna use my last action to move it into the mad base. So at the end of your turn, we can both be in the same room, and then we can freely exchange cards. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, 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 definitely.
Cool. All right, that's my turn. It's you, Jeremy. What are you going to do?
Alrighty. Well, I'll move 1.
Right, I have to unlock the door for you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, I just did. Boom.
Ooh, a morgue. Take 2 discarded monsters. Okay. Can I
Cool.
use these to level up?
Oh yeah, you can. Yes. So
Oh, you know what I forgot to
you
do?
you, you
I
got some
forgot to get
corpses, and you're not even gonna have to fight to level up.
nice. No, I forgot to get ready, and I would have chosen defense again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there we go. All right.
So
Well,
you got
that's
the
really
2 monsters. You can immediately level up, discarding
okay.
one of those monsters, and you can pick one of your.
Oh, that's right, only 1. Okay.
So let's see what
So
you're gonna.
let's see. I like the pacify idea because I mean, obviously that's really cool. I don't want to worry about unlocking a new tool or weapon, so I'm just gonna move this over here for now. I'm not
Mhm.
focused on combat. That's not my thing. So it's gonna be one of
But
these 2.
but
Uh huh.
one what I would say one kind of a um, what I was gonna say one positive thing about this level up here is the amount of shields
It
that you
gives me
get.
4 shields.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this other one here is the cheat code for killing monsters without. This character is the cheater. I mean, he's the medic, yes, he's the healer, but he's also the cheater. He doesn't die, and now he can with this item here, he can pretty much win combats. I mean, with just throwing some garbage at the boss.
Right here, have an axe, have a tomahawk.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
I
a
think I'm gonna go with that. Um,
cool.
yeah.
All right, great. So now what? So we did get
Actually, no.
ready.
You know what? Let me redo that. I'm gonna do this so that I have more defense. Because I don't know. I might be able to avoid most monsters, but The
Yeah, you
drones
just
are going to start
get the
attacking
shields.
soon.
You just can't get the shields now because those shields are going to be
Oh, right. Okay.
part of your next get ready,
That's
right?
right. Cool. Okay. All right. So that's one. Then for my second one, I'm
Hold on,
here.
let's clear the room.
Oh, no.
Good thing. All right, so now we're back to the Mad Bay where everything started. And what else? Are you gonna do anything else? Are you gonna have an extra action, or you're gonna save this for later?
I don't know. First, let's trade if we wanted to trade.
Sure. So, oh, if I give you my two choppers,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. I mean, I can get blades somewhere else. So take my two choppers, and you now have, oh,
10.
you have five choppers now. But you two of them are equipped. So now you have five choppers.
10 cards, 5 choppers. Is there anything I can do with 5 of anything?
No, four is
No.
all you need. You're gonna be
Okay.
left with one.
And the
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're maxed out on your inventory, and you have the four choppers that you would need to immediately destroy a room. But I would let me think. Oh, you know what? You either have the choppers or you have the. All right. So how about we trade? We really trade.
yeah,
You you take the choppers, and I'll take two of your blades. That way, I can
sure.
also explode one of the rooms.
Yep.
Good. All right. So you have what you need to explode a room. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have two. We have only two. How so? I thought we had three. I think I was
With the
overestimating.
blades,
Yeah, I think I overestimated because the blades and the choppers they kind of overlapped.
I have a
So
blade right here.
the means, yeah, we only have the means to destroy two rooms. Now we have to get the means to destroy the third, but we don't even have the room yet. So I think we're good for now.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, that's the end of my turn, and now it's time for Simon.
Okay, so you're gonna save this for later, right?
Yeah, I think so. Do you think I should use it this round? I was going to use it next, but I'm fine with
Yeah,
keeping.
use it next because you're going to. Let me think. You're going to explode the room. You don't even have to be there to explode it. You can call an abstract from anywhere.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you can, which you couldn't know, right? So why did you come here in the first place? Oh, you came here in the first place to meet me, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was also coming down with the blades for the bomb,
Oh, okay, yes.
but
So
it's fine. We met up.
yeah, okay. So we have a plan, and now it's Simon. So Simon's going to start by assembling one drone, and then it explores.
Hmm.
Two drones are going to explore. How about I play this card, and this turn Simon's not going to do diddly squat of exploring or disarming.
Nice.
So no exploring, no disarming. It's only going to replicate. So one drone moves towards a brain and then duplicates there. Let's see. Oh, one drone is already in the brain. So it's
Would
just going to kind of replicate itself in here. Boom.
would it help if I ignored that one?
Yeah, we could. So let's
Or
ignore the entire
yeah,
Simon Burns turn.
that
Uh,
sounds
the only
good.
thing it did was assemble, which in itself is already an advance. All right, cool.
Hmm.
All right, it's me now. So let's go ahead and get ready. So obviously I'm gonna get attack ready. What else? I have my four blades here to assemble the fast bomb, short fuse bomb.
Hmm.
So um, you know what? I'm thinking the drones can review Simon rooms anywhere
Hmm.
in the future. So I was thinking, how about I explode this one with the three with my short fuse bomb, and you
Mhm.
save the choppers to maybe remotely explode something that's going to
Sure.
be far from us.
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
I'm going to use my action number one to teleport into the MP. That's action number one.
Hmm.
Action number two, I'm going to create this bomb with short fuse bomb. So all four blades go out. And then the bomb is powered by one of my cubes. Why one? Because it's short fuse. If it were a regular regular bomb, it would have been three cubes. Right, and then that's action number two. And now with action number three, I'm going to get out of dodge, otherwise I'm gonna die. So let me just teleport in here. And now I have to start farming loot again because I ran out of cards. All right, so that's my action. One, two, and three, and now I get my two loot. Flippity flip. All right, I have a nice gun, and and now I have four guns, which would allow me to set another short fuse bomb. So I just got, I think, the second set of resources for us to set a new short fuse bomb if we need to.
Very nice.
All right, that's all I do, and needs you now.
All right. Um, well,
Your first phase of the turn. Now that we have a bomb, is TikTok. So you go ahead and remove
mhm.
that one cube. Remove
Yes.
it to the discard, and with no cubes, the bomb goes off. Boom.
Nice.
So the bomb goes off. The room is removed. The room goes on to S.I.M.O.N to indicate that it's 1 out of 3,
Ah, gotcha. Cool.
and that's it. If we had explosive rooms adjacent to this, and I don't have any examples on the board. Oh, here. Can you see this little
Ah,
like
yeah.
icons here? If we have any explosive rooms adjacent to the exploded rooms, it would start like a chain reaction, and we could have several rooms exploded in chain. So it wasn't the case, so we're safe.
Okay. Cool. 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 Um,
All right, so TikTok. Now you get ready.
yeah. So let's see. It'll be the 4 from this thing I just got. My level up. Will it
Actually,
be
4 plus 1, so we get five.
right? Yeah. So I was gonna ask. Yeah. So next round, whenever I choose this again, would it be 5 more?
5 more, yeah. As long
Wow.
as you have this equipped, it's going to be +5, +5, +5, +5 every turn. That's what I said. I mean, sometimes some players start getting like 30 cubes or 25 cubes, and everybody else has 3.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
So,
Okay. So that's 4, and one more is 5. Dang. Okay. Yeah, he's a tank. Um, I guess I'll explore. If I move right here, will the turret be able to get me, or does the turret only shoot within its own room?
within the room, yes. So if
Okay.
you, as long as you don't get into the turret room, nothing's going to happen to you turret wise, unless another turret, I mean, happens to be in your path again. I
Sure.
wouldn't be surprised with your
With my
luck.
luck. um, okay, and so my mission at the moment is we're really just trying to reveal more of those green rooms, right? And then you can have I have the airstrike, and you can teleport. So we
Yeah, I mean,
can
now we're
do.
looking better. I mean, there's a better probability of us actually winning because of the mobility and the resources that we accrued. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's looking fine. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man, I think I just did. Darn it. All right, there you go. Another helicopter. So you now have plenty to explode it and more.
Definitely. All right. What's it do? All right. Nothing much. Okay. That's one, and then I'll explore a second one. I don't know. I don't want to go too far. I want to kind of keep things centralized, I guess. Oh,
It's just, yeah, it's just, I mean, an empty room where drones
yeah.
can deploy in.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it looks scary, but it's not too bad.
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
All right. Two. So anything else? Are you gonna do your third action this turn or no?
Uh, I don't know. I could do. I don't have anything too pressing, so I kind of don't want to use it. But at the same time, I do just want to reveal more cards. Um,
Are here? Well, Simon's gonna review at least two, right?
exactly. Yeah, I think I'll save it
Yeah.
until things are a little bit more dire.
All right. Cool. All right, Simon is. It's your turn now, Simon. Look, come on, do what you do. All right. So Simon's going to assemble one. Now it's going to explore. So how about two? Explore two rooms. Where do we want those rooms to be explored? I mean, we can choose stuff that is convenient to us. That they don't matter that we choose stuff that we like.
Okay, yeah, let's have this
Yeah,
one
this one
go
here,
down. Yeah.
and maybe this one. Yeah. Once we pick the drone, however, they need to move to the nearest edge, so they can't like traverse the whole dungeon.
Sure, sure, sure.
So, for instance, if we pick this one, it's gonna have to explore over here, which is what I'm gonna do. Oh, there is it. There it is.
Nice.
The drone finds us the lab, and now we have this our second target.
Mm-hmm.
The lab has two main skills. That one, if you're inside, you could use. One is equipping implants if you have it in your inventory. And so far, you don't. No,
Mm-mm.
none of us do. And the second is giving you access to more additional crafting recipes that are kind of quote unquote advanced crafting recipes. So like removing drones and turning back time, so Simon can lose an upgrade. You can only do from inside the lab.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's Simon. Now number two is going to be disarm. But since there are no bombs to disarm, one of the so you see the else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, explore
Oh, else
one. Yeah.
explore. Yeah, one explore. So since there are no bombs to disarm, one additional drone is going to also explore. So it's going to be a third exploration opportunity.
Yeah. You want to go right there with him? Make it
Sure.
really
Yeah.
nice and
Yeah. Let's do that. All right. So just a
no
regular
monster.
monster room. Okay. And finally, it's going to replicate. Replicate means it's going to go into a brain room and replicate itself. If there are no drones that can do that, then it would assemble an additional one. But there is one, so it's just going to do this. All right, cool. That's it. That's it for Simon. Not too threatening yet, but now it's me. So let's go ahead and reset my attack. I'm going to prepare attack again. That's all I can do. I only have two cubes, so I'm not too
Mm.
crazy about my defense. But I'm fast and I'm strong, so I hope is that I run into if I run into any monsters, I won't be too compromised. But you know what I can do? I could right now go into that lab and blow it up, although I'm going to lose most of my equipment.
Right, right.
But if the play now is for us to just start blowing stuff up and not worrying about combat too much, I think that's the play. And I think what gives me the ability to do that is the teleporting skill. So how about I do that? So I'm going to unequip before my get ready phase. And instead of putting plus 11, I'm going to just add plus 2. Now I'm really weak.
Mm-hmm.
I was weak before. Oh man, I have no idea. All right, so I'm going to blow up the lab. So action number 1, teleport into the lab. Action number 2, set up a fast bomb. Oh, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, come on. Great bomb. I have to I have to invest one of my defense cubes now. I have one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Action number three: get out of dodge. So let me go ahead and where should I go? You know what? I'm just gonna join you
Come
for a
on.
nice cup of tea, maybe. That's it. That's all I do. That's my turn, and I'm sticking to it.
Nice. All right, my turn. I will get even more defense cubes because I don't really have anything to attack with, so I'm not going to worry about that. One, two, three, four. Oh, and I get one more too. Right? Five? Yeah, five.
Yeah, five, five.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. Get
um.
and control your defense cubes over there.
Yeah, I know they're taking over the entire tableau.
Yes. Nice. All
All
right.
right.
So now you have two actions.
Yeah. I
Oh,
kind of.
you forgot to TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Boom. There we go.
Yeah. All right. 2 out of 3. We are on our way to winning, I guess.
Yeah, we're
Unless something
getting.
very crazy happens here in the next couple turns.
Well, I'm about to start drawing cards, so who knows?
All right.
Let's.
Well,
If this was early in the game, I think I would go up here and try to fight the monster to level up, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that at all right now.
okay.
I think I'm just going to explore because that's what we need to do.
Yeah, we need that third green room.
Go here. All right. Well, I'm fighting a monster anyways.
Yeah, just rotate so you're able to pass through because there's a
Enter.
lock.
Gotcha.
All right,
All right.
fight monster.
Be a wimpy monster, please. It's probably gonna be that. Isn't there like a dinosaur looking thing? It's probably gonna be the dinosaur.
Not
Ew.
not quite, but yeah, this is kind of an easy. Oh man, you got the monkey that the three-headed ape that kind of steals
Oh,
from you.
gross. Okay. Discard 3 cards before combat. No. Okay.
Yeah,
Could one of those cards?
could be any three. So obviously, you're gonna pick the cards that are least, uh, least problematic for you to discard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're gonna go. I think I'll discard that one because we already have copters, right?
Yeah.
Choppers. So
Mhm.
one. I guess two. If I keep my vulture, then I could level up. Although I don't know how important that is at this point. I would like to keep my action. I do want to defeat it with this card.
Yeah. So you still need one more.
Uh, I think I'm gonna.
You can discard one of your.
Oh, I guess yeah. I don't need those anymore, do
Yeah.
I?
You need
Oh,
one. You need at least one of these three. So because you already have the two that you're equipped,
right, right.
you could unequip right before you discard it. So you could definitely discard one of them for sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So the monkey stole your stuff, and now you kill the monkey. Oh, sorry, the ape.
The ape. Well, and I only kill it if I use this.
Yes, you have to use that. Yeah, you definitely have to use that because your attack is only 2 at this point,
Exactly.
and you discarded a -3 defense, so the monster ended up with a 1 shield.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you kill it with 2. So good job.
Can I level up right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, all right. So, don't want that one. This is obviously awesome. The disinfect. How critical is the disinfect?
It's kind of an exceptional, or it's kind of an exception skill because the infected cards don't happen often, but when they do, they can kind of cripple your character. So it's really like do I really need this? I might not ever get an infected card, but you might, right? But what I would say is that I have one disinfectant here in my own inventory. So what
Okay,
I would say is the chances of us having to disinfect twice are very dim. So go with something else, and I'll help you out if you get infected.
sounds great.
And I've
Alrighty.
got pacify. All right, so you can treat in combat. How nice.
Yes.
All right, so did you do your two actions or just one?
Just one. Let
Just one.
me
All right, cool.
put my cards away, my monsters. All right. So that was one, and then I guess I'll go. Yeah, further.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
More loot.
oops, sorry, I flipped the wrong card.
That's okay.
All
All
right,
right, so
cool.
now you have another disinfectant. So you have the garlic zest that disinfects,
Nice.
and you have one that kind of cancels turrets. So we're pretty undefeatable. I mean, at least from hazards off the board at this point.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. All right, so all done. Do you need to do
Yep.
anything else?
No, all done.
Cool. All right, so Simon now, and oh man, you know what's going to happen now, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. By assembling the number 4 drone here in the assembly line, Simon upgrades one more. So it's going to start the turn in level 4, hack and slash. The drones are going to be assembled anywhere we want as long as it's yellow. So how about we do it very far from
Way
us?
up there. Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
all right, so this is the assembly uh, skill. Now the explore skill. You're going to explore twice. So
Mm-hmm.
how about we explore just over there as we would anyway, right? So
Yeah.
how about you do the honors, my friend? Oh,
Oh.
all right. Quick note on um, red border rooms. Drones cannot enter those. Those are impervious
Oh.
drones, but they can still review them. So boom.
Okay.
So the second one is okay.
Ah, that's a cool card.
Yeah, it's just a couple of hallways, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so nothing there. And now they're gonna try to disarm, but when they do, there's no bombs to disarm, so they're gonna explore one more. So that's the third exploration card that they do. All right, I'll let you pick one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
One more exploration because there are no bombs to disarm.
Oh, right. Okay. And where are we putting it? Do you think right
We
here?
can do this. Yeah, we can do here. Yeah,
Okay. Monster.
rise. Okay, so far so good. Um, and
Do
now to replicate.
do drones and characters on those little explosion cards, do they die if um
If
like
they
an
get
explosion
exploded,
sets it off?
yes,
Okay.
instant death. Yeah, instant death. Right, so replicate. I just did it.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, hack and slash. This is the new skill that Simon has. And what it does is the nearest drone is going to walk up to 3 spaces towards one of us, whoever is the closest, and it's gonna do 5 damage.
Yeah. Can we choose for him to go to me since we're kind of equidistant?
We no, actually, I'm the closest. Look from here to here.
Oh, I thought he couldn't go through that bottom one. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
it can. Drones can go through locked doors and through walls, but they cannot go into red border rooms. So these are the only places they cannot go through or in, but they
Mm-hmm.
can. This guy can definitely go in here and kind of hack and slash me, which I'm going to die from.
Yeah, I think he's gonna kill you.
Oh, shoot. Let me think. Is there anything I can do to prevent this?
Well, you've got the -3. A monster loses 3. You could do
Yeah,
that.
drone is no monster, so a drone either
Oh,
dies or it doesn't. So there's no strength. There's no life points. There's no defense. The drones are just the fingers and
Um,
the arms of Simon. So,
and you
all
can't
right.
use your
So I guess I
creative.
die. Not all of us are as lucky as you, my friend. But I think you know what? It's fine. I'll die. You know
I
why?
think it's okay.
Because I only have the pickaxe, and even though it's a freaking awesome card, I kind of served its purpose at this point.
You're right, exactly. Because I've
And I
got
do
the,
magic,
I've got the chopper strike waiting, so we're
kind
fine.
of bubble over, and I lose my last cube. All right, that's my turn, or that's Simon's turn,
Yes.
and now it's
Now it's
me. I spend my one turn to resurrect with 3 cubes. That's all I can do. And this is another punishment of dying. You lose your entire one turn just kind of resurrecting, right? So respawning.
sure. Sure, that makes sense.
Uh, I can equip this. I mean, for whatever intents and purposes, fine. That's all I do. And now it's your turn.
All right. Defense. I guess. I mean, is this stupid? I fear. I would like to be in a situation where if there's lots of robots, I could try to draw aggro the drones. I could draw aggro and they could just hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, but it wouldn't kill me, as
Mhm.
opposed
Okay,
to
yeah,
having
that
me get
makes sense.
peppered with them.
That is a sound strategy. I like it.
Okay. As silly as it looks, I think I'm going to grab
No, I mean,
5 more. Is that 5?
wh-
Oh, that's 6.
whoever plays MMOs know the importance of a good tank.
Very true. All right. This is getting ugly. I'll just drop them here.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Okay. So that's that. And now I have 2. And again, we're just exploring, trying to find some green rooms. Hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were gonna flip that.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do this just so that we can.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Keep
know. I like to
circling.
keep things kind of close.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what mysteries you bring bring
Yeah.
us today.
It's probably going to be horrible. Oh, okay.
No, nothing to see here.
That's okay. 1. Now here's 2. Okay. I bet it's an infected thing. Oh, no. What is that? The minus. Oh, good. I need that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's -5, not -3. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, I have my +1 action, but I don't know if I should use that. I kind of want to just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, Simon's turn.
All right, Simon. Simon's gonna assemble one. Heads up, we're at our last 3 from the from the drone yard. This is probably Simon's last assembly, and
Good.
it's only one for it to win the game. So it's either us or Simon. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever is able to review its desired room first, whether it's our green room or Simon's brain room, they're gonna win because this is the final stretch, my friend.
Are there any like character abilities or cards or anything or items that help you like choose rooms?
None of us. One of the characters, Slick, the mouse,
Mm-hmm.
Slick has a card that or has an ability or a level, but I already deleted it from the game. But Slick has
Um,
an ability where it can um, see 3 rooms and reshuffle in any order it likes. He likes, right?
oh yeah, that's
Yeah. So Slick has kind of a hacking ability, so it can hack lock doors, it can hack room orders. Yeah, this is my second favorite character for
I was
sure.
gonna say, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But anyway, we didn't pick him, so
Nope.
we will continue pushing the luck here. So Simon just assembled. Now Simon's going to explore. This is Jeremy. This is the time where we both cross our all of the fingers that we
Right.
can't. There's
Right.
that's it, man. It's three explorations, and this might be it, or this might not be it. So this is probably going to be the defining turn. So let me start here. How about here? What do you think?
Yep, that looks good.
Okay,
Okay.
nothing so far. Let me shuffle that. Second exploration. How about we do
Could do
uh,
like over
over,
here.
yeah, over there? I like it. You draw it now.
Mm.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good.
Can I?
Let's flip it over like this.
Yeah, sure. Yep, yep.
And now we have one more because disarm, there's no bombs, and it's going to explore one more.
Mm,
How
so
about, yeah, one of these?
one of
Yeah.
these.
Go ahead and pick the card, man, the tile.
Right. You reveal it. There
Oh,
we
I
go.
think we got
Cool.
it. I think we may have won the game.
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Drum rolls. Okay, so now replicate, replicate, replicate. Okay. Okay, so it's going to replicate one more here. Boom. In hack and slash, it's move towards the nearest player. I'm kind of invulnerable because I'm in the mat base, so it's going to be towards you.
That's
So
fine.
you lose 5 shields. And you can right click. Once you click the first one, you can right click to grab multiple pieces.
Oh,
Sorry, I just told you like 2 hours in.
you're fine. You're fine.
All right, so hack and slash you. Good. Now it's me. All right, so we have to wait until you do the exploding, right? Because you have the helicopters.
Oh, actually, yeah. No,
Yeah.
never mind. You're good. You're good. Continue.
Yeah. Well, I just revived last turn, so
Mm-hmm.
I will go here. Oh, just FYI, not sure if you remember or noticed in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
my feral skill, my
Oh
level
yeah,
1
yeah.
skill is that I can move into any adjacent clear rooms at no action cost. So I basically can leap towards all of the or through all of these clear rooms here with 0 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do that, let me go ahead and prepare my plus. You know what? Let me prepare defense this time for the first time ever on this game.
I think it's a good time to do that.
Yeah, +3. I have +3, and I got that's it. All right, and I got 3 actions. So action number one is going to be 0, 0, 0, 1. So I got one
Mm-hmm.
action to get 3 loot, which is always very um, good.
So it's a good thing. Ooh, there
All
we
right,
go. Ooh, what is
prizes.
that?
It's yeah. This is an equipment with 2 maneuvers
Mm-hmm.
and a chopper, but we don't need any more choppers for now. But yeah, very good item for next turn if we ever survive that. But let's go. That's number one. We clear the room. Now, action number two. I am hesitant to keep exploring. I don't think I will.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll just kind of trigger something that I'm gonna regret. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back to the med bay. That's two,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's my turn. I'm gonna forego one of my actions because there's really nothing
Okay.
else for me to do. I'm just waiting for you to explode the room. All right, so you get ready.
Mm-hmm. All right, so oh well, first I'll get my cubes. I should have just kept the 5 cubes aside. Oh well.
But don't forget, I mean, in your get ready phase, you have to unequip your items, right?
Right.
So you're
Right.
gonna get 4 plus 4 cubes as opposed to 5 because this one is no longer going to be active.
So there and there. All right, cubes over. All right, and it's an action to call in the airstrike. Is that what it's called? Airstrike?
Yes, it's one action to call an airstrike, and you call an airstrike, discard all the cards. The room is instantly gone, and we win the game. That's it. Woo!
Ta-da! Nice.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was
That was
tight.
close. That was
Yeah,
close. That was close.
let's see what would happen if we weren't ready to win the game this turn. So this would be coming next. So the Simon would explore 3, right? One,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3. Oh, we would still have one extra item, one extra turn.
Yeah, we would have been kind of
Um,
lucky.
this was a lucky run, I think. So yeah,
Oh, well, yeah, there it is.
on
We
the
would have
second
found it.
turn, you would have, yeah. So it was 2 turns until Simon would win the game. So now,
Actually, it was probably just one turn because we probably would have had to keep looking for, potentially keep looking for.
oh yeah, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, it was
So
close.
cutting very close. So keeping the tension up all the time, especially towards the end. And that's it. That's our game for today. So before we wrap, I wanted to hear your thoughts, Jeremy. You are a very experienced, very seasoned, board game player, also a creator, also a crowdfunder. So I wanted to hear your thoughts in terms of everything that you saw here, uh, pros and cons. I mean, what kept you? mm, I mean, what was the most interesting part of the game and all of that? So
Hmm. Okay, so I like that it's a quick dungeon crawler. Lots of times dungeon crawl games can kind of get bogged down in like especially combat mechanics. The combat in here is extremely quick, which is nice. Honestly, I really like this game. I've never played it before. I'd read through the handbook a little bit, right? But that's as much as I had done. I really like it. One of the things I kept wishing my character could do is I was wishing, like, man, what if there's like I don't know, like an architect or some sort of card or class who can either transform rooms or do something like
oh,
that.
I like that. How about we make that into maybe a possible expansion in the future? And I don't
Sure.
know if we have a lot of people watching right now live, but people watching after, and even people watching right now live, I would love to hear your thoughts in terms of what would you think about a skill or a character that could alter the architecture of the dungeon itself. I don't have a character like that, and very very sincerely, that was uh, that was the first time that idea came. Came through. So very interesting. What else?
Um, lots of times, kind of a trope is like a bomber guy. I don't think you would need that at all because everyone's kind of a bomber guy as soon as you get,
Yeah,
the
everybody.
items and things like that. Yeah, so I like that. I like the pickaxe. It's broken maybe, but because the combat can be so severe, I think that it's actually balanced. It just seems broken, right?
Mhm.
Because without that, even though you have high mobility, I don't think we would have won the game. You still would have been like in the center of the map. So um, I like that. I think it's pretty well balanced. I could see it potentially getting frustrating at the very beginning if you get unlucky and you keep running into monsters and you don't have the cards to defeat them. But I think that it's okay. Um, I like the fact that AI is a constantly moving, machine, right? Like it's constantly going in the background. Simon is, so you can't really turtle too much. Like you could try at the beginning of the game, but it's just an amount of time before AI starts to improve, and then you find that you don't have any items. You just have a ton of hit points, and at that point, they're gonna the hit points are probably gonna get wasted pretty quickly with AI just whittling you down. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
Um,
And so one of our viewers is giving an idea that Adriano says the pickaxe could have limited uses until it breaks. That's another limiter that
sure.
could, yeah, like like limited uses equipment, right? So equipment that do awesome stuff, but only for a couple of times or something like that, like counters. That's an entire new mechanic, Adriano. So I would have to test it out and kind of balance it. But the pickaxe is one out of 80 cards, right? So it doesn't come in all
Mm, it's
throughs.
very rare. Yeah.
And even when it does, mobility is amazing, of course, but if you don't have mobility plus resources and plus a good kind of a forward-looking strategy, that's not going to help you a lot. Obviously, I am the creator, so I know all of the quote unquote a lot of the winning strategies. I've played this a lot, as you can tell, having started creating this game 7 years ago. It's going it's going on 8 now, but I kind of I can foresee almost like many moves ahead. Fortunately, the game doesn't allow me to win every single time, even knowing all the cards by heart. So that's how much replayability this game has potential, right? So you never play the two. I mean, you never play two games alike. So every new game you play is completely different in terms of the speed, the challenges, and when you play with more people, and this is when another, I mean, interesting development of All Humans Are Dead. When you play with more people, you might say, oh, it might make it easier, right? Because we have more people, we have more turns before Simon gets its turn, but then you get you start
Yeah.
getting involved, right? So your characters start getting off kilt and kind of wild, feral, and then Simon starts getting, um,
More
uh,
brains are revealed quicker.
yeah. There are other there are other Simon cards. You remember that there are four different Simon versions that you can play depending on how many
Oh,
people you have. Yeah,
right.
so
Right.
Simon doesn't have one like expected behavior. It has different behaviors depending on how many people you play with, right? And it could be more aggressive. It could kind of start hacking players sooner, or disarming more often, or having more assemble drones per turn. So yeah, I try to balance it across multiple uh, uh, like game like table sizes, and to make it challenging, making it interesting, making tense to all groups, right? To all kinds of groups.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, very nice. So, what else?
I was gonna say another thing that I do like about the game is how quick it was. Like we jumped on just before 10 to set up,
Hmm.
and we finished a little bit after noon.
Hmm.
At least where I am, right? And
Yeah.
I mean that's really quick to sit down, and I know I didn't have to read the rule book, but there was a bit of a learning phase at the beginning, where it slowed just gameplay down a bit. I mean that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. You know,
If you discount the yeah, if you discount like the brief learning,
hmm
the first probably the first 20 to 30 minutes that I was it was intentionally low because I was displaying a lot of things. I think the game really took a little less than an hour and a half to kind of go from start to finish, right? With
right.
two people. With more people, I noticed that it could take a little bit longer, but not a whole lot. It's very rare that a game lasts 2 hours, unless people are intentionally kind of slow. And I mean, everybody has a friend that kind of takes like 10 minutes just to think their movements, right? And everybody else goes. I mean, stands up and goes grab some sodas or Cheetos or something. That's what makes most board game sessions kind of last longer than that their design is initially intended. But That's great. Theodore said you could invest a shield cube to recharge it. Yeah, Theodore, great idea. So limited uses or equipment that costs resources. That is a like a fantastic idea. Thank you so much, guys. I
You
would definitely think this very, very thoroughly because obviously this interferes with the mechanics a little bit. I don't know how an item that breaks would change the gameplay, or I don't know how because I didn't want to make this game too resource manage type, right? So there is some resource management. Don't get me wrong, but you you can do a lot without like huge amounts of math, right? So you don't need a calculator to run the game. So I will definitely test out these ideas. Theodore, thank you so much. That's a great one. I'm sorry, Jeremy, you were going to say something.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say perhaps the I forget the name of the little drinks, but maybe the drinks could serve as like a reset for if the pickaxe you could use it 3 times or whatever.
Okay.
Perhaps
Right.
using
Yeah.
that could give you more, without having to tweak mechanics too hard.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting. Yeah. Like a cost to activate, even right. So
sure,
use a power drink to activate this awesome effect. Yeah, it could be that too.
sure,
Interesting.
sure.
Interesting.
But if you did
What
that,
else?
if
What's
you did
that?
that, it'd be really. I was gonna say if you have a mechanic where you have to like pay to activate some items, then it'd be really cool to have another character who can like activate those items either for free or two of them at the same time or something. Um,
Awesome.
anyways, yeah, no, honestly, I like this game a lot. I like dungeon crawlers, but I don't like dungeon crawlers occasionally because of how long they take, or like if there's like really, really, really crunchy mechanics. I like crunchy mechanics when they're in like a nice like Euro game or something. But
Hmm.
if it's in an exploration game, a dungeon crawl, I don't like super super crunchy stuff where you have to keep 5 different things. Like I just don't feel that that's very conducive to what the game wants you to do. And the crunchiest things on here is probably the crafting table.
Hmm.
Um, we
What do
didn't
what
use
do you
any
mean crunchiest?
crunchy, just meaning like lots of small, almost nitpicky rules that you have to like either keep in mind like constantly.
Mhm.
Um, like lots of games have like crunchy grapple mechanics, right? Like things that are just kind of clumsy rules, or just very intricate rules. And I mean, the clumsiest thing that I think I've found in here is the crafting table in this playthrough. And it's not even very clumsy. It's just match the cards and turn it in.
Mhm.
Um, I guess the only negative or question that I have right now is I feel like there were some things that we did not do. And because I've only played it once through and we got kind of lucky, I got unlucky at the beginning with the tiles, but I think overall we were fairly lucky. Maybe we just didn't need lots of the stuff, but like I wouldn't, I don't foresee myself unless I was the archer character or some more attacking person. Maybe it's just dependent on who your character is, but I don't know how much I would use the crafting table outside of bombs.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm sure that once you get more skilled with the game and with weird, crazy things, scenarios that just kind of come up through the random placement of tiles and things
Mhm.
like that, I'm
So
assuming,
that
yeah,
is that is a very good observation, Jeremy. And I can tell you, the crafting table kind of emerged from a need in game to balance out because there is, as you can obviously tell, there is a randomness. There
yeah,
isn't
I
a
like it.
random factor, right? A random factor to the game. So there's random in the cards that you get at the beginning.
Hmm.
There is a randomness to the rooms that you reveal. So because of these two randoms are so uncontrollable, the crafting table kind of offsets that because right now we didn't need the crafting table for more than bombs, right? So 3/4 of the crafting table were completely useless for us. But I promise you, in some playthroughs, you can't get through. You can't get by without like a reverse time. Uh,
Yeah, sure, sure.
because Simon is so well advanced and you just had the one room exploded and Simon is about to win the game, you have to have this option to kind of try to bring the craziness and the randomness back to strategy, right? So the crafting table it was almost like it emerged from the need to reduce the randomness and give more tactical strategic choices to the players. That's what it does. But I agree. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't make obvious obvious intuitive sense. But what I would challenge you to do is maybe play maybe 3 to 4 more times. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
play with friends, play with your family, see how it feels, and then uh, let's circle back on this crafting table, and then you tell me how useful it was.
No, no, sure. Yeah, no, I can imagine. I don't know. I kind of feel that we might have gotten a little bit lucky with the monsters not being
Oh,
too
for sure.
difficult as well.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Because yeah, we ran into one and I was like, oh God, I would have no chance with that as far as the attacking goes. But for the most part, they weren't too bad. However, yeah, I can definitely see needing to craft something to help with the combat, depending on the character.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys. I think that was enough for one Saturday. I appreciate everybody joining us, and I invite again everybody to join our community, join our Kickstarter. Uh, Links in the description, and you can see on my side here, back there. There's the box. There's the fully prototyped physical game, so you can get one if you join and pledge on our Kickstarter. The campaign is going to be launched on October 31st, 2024. It's Halloween. It's when we think the ghosts and the zombies and the spirits are going to come out to get you. But really, what's going to happen is that Simon's going to get it. It's going to come out and get us. So don't get Simon. Get the best out of us. So go there and uh, join the community. And I love any comments or any suggestions. I love the community. I mean, feedback from the community. By the way, this is how this game became what it is. I had tons of play tests, tons of feedback from players, uh, uh, players from all kinds of backgrounds from all places on the planet. So I would love everybody to participate and give me any ideas. Anything else, just share with your friends, right? So uh, Kickstarter, as you might know, is pretty much a numbers game. So the more people heard about it, and the more people are excited about the project, the more likely it will be to actually the game seeing the light of day. So I love for everybody to share with your friends and get the word out. Jeremy, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been
Thank
really
you.
fun, and I'll see you next time.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.